So we're reaching the point in throwback rotation and also in this sort of like purgatory of waiting for Worlds Beyond, I guess, where people probably aren't that interested in looking at meta decks anymore. But unfortunately for me, I haven't gotten to play my meta decks for this expansion since I've been just playing Sword the whole time. And then after that I went to go and play Item Shop Rune and Whale Dragon, so today I'm gonna try out Spellboost Rune, which is one of the top decks, possibly the top deck of this throwback rotation meta. Mainly because I already own most of the cards. It's a pretty cheap deck anyway, so I don't know, if for some reason you really need a meta deck now when basically Grand Prix is also over, then you can play this, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, here's Spellboost Rune, I guess. So this is the list that we'll be playing for today. I got this bit from the Japanese pro player Rigze, because I didn't really like the tournament winning Decklist that was given, so I went to go and find a list somewhere else. So this is the Spellboost list we are playing today. You might recognize this very similar to the Spellboost from Ultimate Colosseum. The main difference is now we have Rune, and because we have Rune, this deck now has healing, which makes it even more obnoxious to play against, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, it's a pretty strong deck. So yeah, here's the games. So our first game for today is against Shadow here, and we are going first. So I think this deck generally does do better going first as usual. The mulligans are a bit weird and complicating. Usually I try to find Kuon as well as like some cheap card draw spell boost cards, like Insight for example. It might be correct to just hard mulligan for Kuon, but I feel like it's a bit hard to win if you don't find Kuon after doing that. You can break quite easily doing that, so I don't know. Here we go ahead and play Rune. We generally only need one copy of Rune, to be honest with you, so if you have any extras you can go ahead and use her. She draws and she spell boosts and then draws, because for some reason they didn't change the order on that, so yeah, she'll spell boost the cards and then draw, so she can help you draw your Kuon maybe. You only need the one copy to be spell boosted 10 times. Then Savoring Slash, so this is probably Burial Rite, which is probably what we expected at this point. Got the Kuon here, that's great. We also have Chaos Builder next turn, I guess. Although we kind of want to save Chaos Builder for our Evo turn maybe, considering we don't really have anything else to play for on our Evo turn at the moment. Pick up Sorcerer in Solidarity off the top. We can go ahead and play that. And then we go ahead and use Rune to spell boost. It's a bit risky because this is our second copy of Rune, which means we only have one left in deck. However, this hand's not super great, so I just decided I wanted to use Rune to cycle more. It's the second Cloistered Sacristan. Is quite annoying. They're probably looking to go for the Milteo play next turn, which is annoying, I guess. If I play Chaos Builder here, pick up Kyoka, we can go ahead and play that as well. Now if I didn't have the second Kyoka, I probably would have held on to this one. Since we have the second Kyoka in hand, we can go ahead and play it for more spell boost. Hopefully get Kuon down as fast as possible. There is Milteo for my opponent as we expected. They will also invoke the Dreadlord though, so their second Cloistered Sacristan gets deleted from the game, which is fine. And there's the Lich, which they will use to trade the Kyoka. Going to deny me the ability to not use her Evo if I draw another Kyoka here, which is not really what we need right now. Another Kuon though is very nice. You can go ahead and use Kyoka here. We kind of want to get rid of their followers, so we go ahead and hit the Cloistered Sacristan. Demon Caller will be able to trade into that since he has a 4 attack. Oh, but first we play Chaos Builder to draw, of course. The me of the past is, I guess, better at ordering than I am, so use the Clash to clear that as well, and then we can go ahead and play another Demon Caller, which will have 5 attack this time, which means they can full clear their board. Although 4 attack was enough anyway, I guess. So we do manage to answer this board with a bunch of Kuons in our hand spell boost that we have a Rune as well. Things are looking pretty good for us. It's my opponent's Milteo again. We will get another Milteo, which is pretty weak, so we are thankful for that. But then they get a Lich as well, and they will evolve the Lich. They trade into the Demon Caller, so I guess they will let me spell. Well, I don't have Eagle points to spell boost using what's this guy's called? That guy. So yeah, we can go ahead and trade him up and just go ahead and play Kuon here. We're trying to get Rune spell boost up, so we do play Kuon. We use the Clash of Heroes just to clear followers. Doing it this way actually allows me to lock their Tails on board since my followers have less attack than their health. So we can sort of deny them the draw, hopefully that slows them down a bit. It does make me take like 5 damage to the face though, which is not ideal. Well, at least they can't manual evolve the Tail, so yeah, it's just 5 damage. I guess they evolved the Lich just for the threat on board. We do have Fiery Embrace though, so... Also Kill Gap, we'll go ahead and use some Union Burst to hit face for some damage. And now we can get Rune going. Get a bunch of Runes in hand. You can see she multiplies herself, which is pretty insane. And then we can go ahead and full clear their board, as well as set another Kuon. We have a lot of Kuons in hand. At this point we're looking for Kuon now, and then Kuon next turn, and then probably finish them with Rune after. That is what the plan looks to be. See our Rune's at 2 right now, we have 4 on board, so... I guess if Shikigami summons our sorcery in solidarity, we can activate our Kuli Spellboost 7. Or Rune Spellboost 7. You don't really need Spellboost 10 every single time. Usually the first one you get Spellboost 10 to get a bunch of Runes. After that just going for 7 is fine. Of course, it depends on what your opponent is doing on board, whether you can get away with doing that or not. Yes, very scared of my opponent. Normally you go Kuon here, but we do just have lethal here. We're going to play Offering tomorrow and then 3 Runes for 9 damage. So that's it for this game. Let's move on to the next game. Our next game is against Sword. We are going second this time. Letting Sword go first is not the most ideal thing ever, but I guess it's fine. Go ahead and just keep inside here, look for Kuon. Again, maybe it's possible to just toss Insight just for Kuon, but I'm not really sure. Got another 2 insights off the top here. Really bricked hand, unfortunately. Hopefully we can find something to recover. Opponent drops the Elegance in action, not something you'll see very often in Sword. We go ahead and play Insight. The reason why we don't play the last Insight is because next time we're playing Offering tomorrow anyway, so we can just save Insight for that in case we top deck something good. Small ordering mistake, we play Insight before Offering tomorrow normally, because Insight draws. You play a card draw before you start spell boosting, usually. Opponent does drop the Shizuru, which is a bit annoying in this case because we don't have a very good hand in terms of trying to clear their followers. So go ahead and copy the Rune and use her damage effect. I was hoping to hit either Gel or Shizuru, but unfortunately I hit the small heavy knight there, so I kind of wasted I take 2 extra damage here because of it, I guess. My opponent is running Princess Knight for some reason, so that's something. Then we can try to come back, I guess. We go ahead and evolve this Paper Shikigami. And use Clash of Heroes will allow us to snipe the Princess Knight in the back. And Fiery Embrace will clear the Shizuru here. We play Chaos Wither for a draw before we trade off this Paper Shikigami. Again, you draw before you spell boost. And we go ahead and play Demon Caller as well, so we are able to answer their butt while setting up one of our own. So these kinds of big swing turns are one of the strengths of spell boost. Unfortunately, it does require some luck to be able to pull off swing turns like these, so we have that to contend with, I guess. My opponent does go ahead and evolve Amelia here. We have the Gelt. Go ahead and use the boots, I guess, just to get it out of their hand. This tells us they most likely have the what's it called, area in hand if they're doing that. We can go ahead and just play our spells, because that's what spell boost does, and then Rune is at spell boost 10, so is that 10? Oh, it's at 7. But we have another Rune in hand, so I'm probably getting to 10, so I think that's fine. I can evolve Chaos Builder here to spell boost our cards more. You can see we can have Kuons ready for the next few turns. A Steadfast Samurai, which is fine. Don't really care about that. Don't thus whip out the Honorable Thief as well, which will clear the Chaos Builder. And I guess they trade. I don't know why they wouldn't trade the Chaos Builder over Rune. But I guess it's my opponent's choice, so we can go ahead and evolve Chaos Builder here to spell boost more. And then we can use Clash of Heroes to clear the Steadfast Samurai. This deck is not lacking effect damage, so we are not super worried about Steadfast Samurai. I go ahead and play Kuon here. Because our Rune is not quite at 10 yet, so unfortunately it does waste a ton of these spell boosts on Rune, but opponent does play Zelgania here, which will heal them up as well as clear my my followers, and they'll use the boots as well, which will get even more followers. It's not great for me, but at this point I think I'm pretty far ahead of them, so I think that's fine. Go ahead and play Rune now while we have time. I'm sure our hand is pretty full. I might have benefited from playing like Demonic Shikigami first, but turns out I just have lethal because of double Kyoka, so that doesn't matter. That's it for this game. Let's move on to the next one. So our last game for today will be against Rune, and we are going first. Going first is generally favored in the mirror. However, the mirror is very luck dependent on who high rolls the hardest with their spell boost, I think. Maybe that's just because I'm not good enough at this game, but like that's how it goes. Okay, use Insight. Unfortunately, not the greatest opening hand. Pick up Rune is nice, but we kind of want Kuon. Opponent drops a Talisman Disciple, which is interesting choice. You don't really see people run Talisman Disciple. It's a follower that gets in the way of your follower search with Sorcery and Solidarity, so it's not a very good card to run. Also, it's not a spell. It doesn't spell boost. It gives you a Shikigami. Yeah, spending 3 points to spell boost once is not the most efficient thing ever. I guess my opponent wants to run it. I guess they can. So there's Isabel's Conjuration. They will go ahead and draw a follower. We don't really know if they drew the Talisman of the Conjuration, but I think if they did, they probably deserved it for running the card in the first place. At this point, we don't... our hand's pretty light. We don't really have card draw. Our goal is just to build a board and pressure them down, because that is the main advantage we have going first. There's the Kyoka for my opponent, which will go ahead and clear our traditional sorceress, I believe, as well as our paper Shikigami. This is fine, our board does survive the offering tomorrow. On the Mysterious Project, we're going ahead and clone the Kuon here. And drop a Demon Collar as well. Clear the Kyoka. We hold on to our evil point here, we might need it for later. You see, we really need some card draw right now. Our opponent is drawing a lot of their card draw cards, which is good for them. We're not so lucky. Go ahead and play their Fiery Embrace here as well, which is something, I guess. Yeah, I decided to clone the traditional sorceress because I felt like cloning Kuon would make my hand too heavy. Honestly, I think it could go either way. Cloning Kuon isn't that bad either, but I chose to clone traditional sorceress so I could have some board presence. We're not exactly very efficient on our spell boost right now with our hand. We have 2 on board and a 2 in hand. Gets our Kuon down to 7, which means at most we played the turn after the next, which is a bit late, so I decided to clone the traditional sorceress in case I need a play for next turn. Does play the traditional sorceress as well as those paper Shikigami they were holding onto since the start from their that 1-cost follower, I guess. We got Sorcerer and Solidarity, which is great. And go ahead and draw cards. Chaos Builder is also very nice for draw, so we go ahead and play that. And we just use Fiery Embrace to snipe the Sorceress in the back. We hold on to the second Fiery Embrace for that Kuon. We will probably need to answer Kuon either this turn or the next, so we need to hold on to that. Unfortunately though, we only have Kuon, no Runes in hand, which will make it very hard to finish the game off. Especially if they have Rune in hand, because then they can just heal off out of our ranges, which is very annoying. Figures like Kyoka, we'll go ahead and clear our followers. Exactly what we expected to happen. I'm gonna use Magic Missile to draw first. Authoring Tomorrow is okay, I guess. Go ahead and use Fiery Embrace to clear the Shikigami. We don't use it on Kuon because we want to be able to go face without Kuon. And we play Traditional Sorceress first, so that this Demonic Shikigami will have Ward. Although it doesn't matter, we trade it off anyway, but you know. And then we go ahead and just hit them in the... So they do have Rune, which is not great for us. And their Rune does seem to be spell boosted enough times as well, so they get to copy her. Probably copy Rune again, either on another Kuon, we don't really know at this point. They will play the Demon Collar as well. Trade off their Kuon into our Kuon, and then they do trade as well. So there's that, and then there's another Rune. But this one isn't spell boosted enough times though, so it just draws. Fortunately, still no Rune for us. We pick up Kyoka here, we definitely want to hold on to that. We use our last Kuon. At this point, we are in pretty bad shape, I think. We can play Shikigami summons as well. At this point, we just need to pressure them as much as possible to go face. Hold on to Authoring Tomorrow because, I mean, we still have it active and there's nothing to spell boost in our hand anyway. So we withhold information from them so that they can have more to play around, I guess. Go ahead and trade here, which is fine. If the Shikigami summons from my opponent. Now Shikigami summons. Probably have their Rune more than active at this point. There's the Rune. And they will go and clone more Runes, which is annoying for us. I don't know why here my opponent decides to go greedy. I think they forgot about Authoring Tomorrow. Probably if they actually traded properly, they would be fine here. But since they didn't trade, they actually just did. So this is, I guess, a PSA to not get greedy and play safe. I guess, I don't know. That's the end of this game. So those are all the games I have for you today. As you can see, Spellboost is pretty strong now, especially with Rune having the ability to heal as well as ping damage. However, it is important to note that this deck can be quite bricky sometimes. Maybe it's just because I am playing it wrong. I mean, that's very likely, I think. But I find that this deck can be very bricky at times, so you gotta keep a watch out for that. In general though, it is a pretty strong deck. It's one of the top meta decks for a reason. Kuon is still very strong in this expansion. Rune is also very strong. So yeah, this is the deck list, I guess. Yeah, that's it for today. See you next time. Bye bye.